Meghan Markle being successful once more in creating inner turmoil within inside the British monarchy. As ever, let me explain. Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here. Nice to see you. By the way, created something, didn't we, with the chocolate bars? Loved all your comments about that. I know, didn't realise so many things were so popular around the world. We all have our favourites, don't we? But do you find also that they change as you get a bit older? You know, just some of them, give you that burning feeling. Do you know what I'm talking about? It's not a good sound or a good look, is it? Also, what I find fascinating is that certain chocolate bars just hold a memory, don't you? And then you sort of get them again and you think, well, they're not as tasty as your first thought. Seriously, thank you. I love your comments on things like that. You know, you kind of think I'm not alone. I am the sort of person that looks and thinks, yeah, they were nice. Then you realise that you can't afford a chocolate bar now, can you? Seen the price of those? Oh dear. Cost of living crisis, it affects all the things you like. Have you noticed that? Also, your kind comments about the things going off in a cupboard. Again, not alone. Shorter dates is what I put it down to. It's not long memories or short memories, is it? Back as ever, though, to your breaking roll story of the day. As I say, this is a serious story when you think, because with the British monarchy right now, unity is the key. You know, we've seen them all very actively since the start of the year already, out and about, meeting, greeting, working with their charities, launching new things, incentives, that sort of stuff, like the Princess of Wales Children's Charity, all of that thing. It's really remarkable just how hard they're working. But here's the bottom line. There's a bit of, shall we say, inner turmoil going on between the Prince of Wales and the King, King Charles. Now, yes, they have a very strong and budding relationship, but there's one thorny topic that's really dividing them. And one, of course, that seemingly it could be the very difficult, shall we say, move forward between both of them. It's simply because, as we now know, the King, King Charles, would very much like his youngest son to attend his coronation. Mentioned this before. Obviously, it's something that he would like to do as a father rather than a king. You can understand that. But William, according to a very good source, and as ever we have to say allegedly, has already viewed the mood of the public, the British public particularly, never mind the international audience. And he looks at things, he sees things that, of course, King Charles doesn't. As you know, both William and Catherine are very much online. They see the comments. They know exactly how the public mood swings. Lots of people say that if King Charles does in fact invite Prince Harry, then it's a big switch off for them. They don't want to feel that he's part of it, given what he's done to the British monarchy. Of course, he's not the father, is he? That's the problem. But of course, also, William is the elder brother. But according to that good source, William feels that Charles really shouldn't be holding out the olive branch, as ever, allegedly. He feels that all the sort of move forward should come from the Montecito couple themselves and not from the king. As we've told you before, King Charles is a very warm, inclusive guy who simply wants the best for everybody, tries to see the good in everybody, and like the late Queen, is very forgiving, big belief in her Christianity, in her faith. Not saying William's not the same, but he knows that the British public feel rather differently to Prince Harry even arriving solo than as a couple alongside Meghan Markle. But as we also know, it was Prince William that openly stated for Harry to slow down in his relationship with Meghan. And we also know himself that Prince William is very aghast at the comment, shall we say, that Meghan herself revealed, not just in those interviews, but in that recent docu-series, particularly mocking the monarchy, the curtsying and stuff like that. He finds it very hard to forgive and move forward. And this has created something of a wedge between the king and his eldest son. No doubt some people will be saying, particularly over in California, well, there you go. But this situation simply wouldn't have happened if, of course, they'd have tried their best to get on, and perhaps Prince Harry and the former cable TV actress had not gone down this explosive, revealing and ill-advised route. Right now, though, the court over here particularly feels that the right thing to do would be to stick with the plan by the Prince of Wales. As ever, I'd love to know what you think to this particular story in the comments below. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.